A strange woman called his father. He lied to his mother saying it was about work. No one knew what they talked about. Soon after, his father said he was going out to fish. Thomas suspected his father was secretly going on a date. He insisted on going fishing with him. To his surprise, his father did not refuse. And they really did go fishing in the countryside. It seemed Thomas had overthought it. Thomas took the opportunity to chat with his father. During the conversation, he learned something new. His father worked as a tailor, altering clothes for others, but his father admitted he did not like the job. It was only for the money. His father did not love his mother or his life. It seemed he had not been happy all these years. It was just that Thomas had never noticed before. However, during his investigation, Thomas never found any evidence that his father was cheating. Gradually, he began to doubt his own suspicions. But why would his father leave home this year? Something must have happened. Besides investigating his father, Thomas continued attending school as usual. School felt childish for someone his age, but the girl he once had a crush on was there. Instead of paying attention in class, he spent his time drawing her portrait. Unfortunately, the teacher caught him. The teacher scolded him for not paying attention, but the teacher was younger than him. Unable to tolerate it, Thomas talked back. As a result, he was kicked out of school. Soon news of his behavior spread throughout the school. The girl also heard about it. Instead of disliking him, she admired his drawings. She began to take an interest in him. From then on, they started spending more time together. The old Thomas had been timid and shy. Now he was confident and composed. He answered all her questions perfectly. The girl was quite mature for her age. She was deeply attracted to his personality. Before leaving, she gave him a kiss. Their relationship developed quickly. They ignored their classmates' opinions. They walked home together after school, or rode bikes together for fun. One day, the girl even brought him to her house. She asked Thomas to teach her how to draw. While Thomas focused on teaching, the girl kept sneaking glances at him. When the moment felt right, she took the initiative and held his hand. But Thomas pulled away. After all, he had the soul of a 50-year-old man. He was not interested in a young girl. Perhaps he only wanted to make up for past regrets. After leaving, Thomas felt increasingly bored. He realized that missing someone in the past was not always regret. Instead, he missed his wife and two lovely children more and more. He found a phone and called his wife's home. A young voice answered on the other end. At this time, his wife was only about 10 years old. Thomas told her they would get married in the future, and that they would have 2 daughters. She thought he was crazy and hung up. Thomas missed his family even more. He wanted to travel back again. He went to the cemetery. He remembered that this was where it had happened. He closed his eyes and made a wish to go back. But nothing happened. Clearly, it did not work. Thomas then remembered the science fiction novel. It said time travel was meant to change fate, so he realized he must have returned for a reason. At that time, he had missed his mother deeply, and the reason for her death was his father's sudden departure. His mother soon fell into depression and passed away. Thomas took his mother out to relax. He told her to be happier, not to be trapped by family responsibilities, to travel more. But this only confused her.
C'est drôle, mais depuis quelques jours, je te trouve différent. Peut-être que tu grandis tout simplement.
Thomas fell into deep thought. Instead of persuading his mother, it would be better to convince his father not to leave. Then his mother would not die. But Thomas still did not know why his father left. One day he saw his father sneaking out again. Thomas tried to follow him, but this time his father refused. Thomas sensed something was wrong. His father left without explanation. Soon Thomas came up with a plan. He borrowed a motorcycle from a friend, then secretly followed his father. They drove along a rural road. It turned out his father was just delivering altered clothes to a client. But Thomas did not give up. He kept following him. Finally, he saw what he feared most. His father hugged a strange woman. Thomas was completely disappointed. He himself was a devoted family man. Why would his father cheat? He drank heavily to numb himself. The next day, his mother woke him up. Thinking about her tragic fate, Thomas decided to talk to the woman. But before he could say anything, the woman explained everything. She had terminal cancer. That was why his father came to see her. Although they were childhood sweethearts, his father had never cheated. Thomas was speechless. He had not expected this truth. He returned home. He wanted to comfort his mother. She was so pitiful. She had a husband who never loved her, and the man who truly loved her had died in the war. But Thomas did not know what to say. Then he went to find his father again. Still, he said nothing. His father looked at him thoughtfully. Thomas realized he could do nothing. He truly did not know what to do. Finally, his father left that day. The woman with cancer had died. There was no reason for him to stay. Thomas rushed out on his bike to chase him. With no other options left, he sat beside his father, who was about to leave. Thomas confessed that he was a time traveler. After his father left, their family lost its source of income. His mother had to work to support the children. She soon died from exhaustion and heartbreak. Thomas begged his father to stay, But after thinking it over, his father still chose to leave, because he had never lived for himself. A job he did not love, and a life he did not love. Such a life had no meaning. He boarded the train and left home. Thomas could not understand his father's coldness. He returned home. He kept comforting his mother. He told her not to be sad over such a heartless man. He was not worth it. She should find someone better in the future. He did not know if she listened. Thomas had done everything he could. Would anything change? Fortunately, he now had the mind of a 50-year-old. At worst, he could stay and take care of his mother. However, as he rode past the cemetery, he suddenly fell off his bike. He slowly closed his eyes. When he woke up, he had returned to his own time. He looked at his mother's gravestone. The date of her death had not changed. Perhaps nothing had changed at all. Or perhaps it had all been a dream. Even if it was just a dream, he realized how much he loved his family, and he would never become someone like his father. He slowly walked home. On the way, he passed a man who looked like his father. Would abandoning family really bring happiness? Thomas did not stop walking. Finally, he saw his wife and children. He smiled. At least he was better than his father. He had never let his family down. Thomas turned this experience into a comic. It earned him a lot of money, and gave his family a better life. Was it all just a dream? Or perhaps he was the one who once wanted to abandon his family, and this story was simply a comic he created, to remind himself never to fail the people he loves.